welcome. Today is gonna be a super fun live stream because, well, once again, as you can see, we're in the kitchen, so we're gonna be baking. Really exciting. But today I'm actually gonna be baking something that I have never baked before, and it's gonna be from scratch. So I don't know if you can probably tell by the title, but I'm gonna be making some red velvet cookies. Yay! I'm so excited, you guys. And I'm gonna try to make these like really good. I found a really good recipe online. As always, I will have it in the comment, like the top pinned comment at the end. Um, but yeah, I know no one is here yet, live yet, but if you are just joining, welcome. I'll be baking some cookies today, so feel free to stick around and I'll show you guys what they look like in the end. But as always, let's get to it. Today I actually like came up with a better idea as to like how to go about this because last time I feel like it was so hard trying to like use another phone to look at the recipe and yada yada yada. But today I actually wrote down the recipe on a little post-it note. I know it is around like lunchtime at least where I live, so this might not be the best time for people to join, but we're just gonna get to it anyway. Hopefully you guys will maybe watch it back and enjoy it, but let's get baking. Hello, thank you for giving the video a thumbs up, really appreciate it. But today we are going to be making red velvet cookies. Let's go ahead and start off with the dry ingredients. I also have my egg in here just because I don't want it to like fall, but I think the recipe did say to like mix all of the dry ingredients first and then all of the wet ingredients after that. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the dry. I recently got this almond flour, which I'm excited to use. I've actually never used almond flour before. I've heard some good things about it, some bad things, but just in case, I do have a tiny bit of another all-purpose flour here as well. But hello, if you're just joining, welcome to the live stream. I should really start a series of like baking live streams because I feel like this is all I do on live. Let's get to it though. So the first thing we're gonna do is add a cup of almond flour into the big mixing bowl here. Let's go ahead and do it. I just think almond flour has such an interesting texture. And this is literally my first time using it, but it's almost like kinetic sand. If you guys have ever touched kinetic sand before, it's so satisfying. But let's go ahead and put that in there. This is actually only half of a cup, so I gotta add another one. But hello, if you're just joining, I'm making some red velvet cookies. My first time making red velvet, so this should be super exciting. And guess what, guys? I'm not gonna use any red food coloring because I don't know. I've heard that red food coloring is not the best to use. So instead, for the red color, I'm going to be using some cherry juice. I don't know if it's going to actually work out. We'll have to see, but I believe that it will. Okay. Here is another half cup of almond flour going in. Perfect. But how's everyone's day going? If you're just coming across my channel, hello, welcome. So glad to see you here. I am Brianna, and I basically just do a bunch of like lifestyle videos and also college content as well. I'm currently a sophomore in college at Princeton University. Oh my gosh, someone sent a gift. Thank you for the heart. I didn't even know you could do that. That's so cool. Hello. Sorry if I'm a little bit delayed with the comments. I think like YouTube live streams, they send the comments delayed, so I'll try my best. Whoa, let's just put that in my face. But I'll try to shout out to anyone I can. Hello, hello. What am I making? I'm making some red velvet cookies, chocolate chip cookies. I really hope they turn out good. Yeah, I'm obviously not going to use this whole cherry juice thing. That would be crazy. I'm just using like 1 tablespoon from it. But yeah. I don't have beet juice, unfortunately. I did look that up to see if that would be better to use, and I think it is, so you're right about that, but we're just gonna try it with this, and if it turns out to just be brown and not red at all, so be it. It's okay. Am I Asian? Yeah, I actually am half Korean. Yeah. But yeah. Okay. Let's add a little bit of this. The recipe said to add like well, I'm actually cutting everything in half. So it said to add a fourth of a cup of coconut flour, which I don't have. So I'm just gonna do the rest of this all-purpose flour, which I know I'm not measuring it out, but I'm just gonna add the rest that I have here, which is literally just like a pinch, barely anything. Because it's set to do like a fourth, which in my recipe should be an eighth. I'm also gonna cross out the thing because I wrote everything down on this little post-it note. So we're gonna cross it out as we go so I don't like double add anything. But definitely have to refill this with flour. But I went to the store yesterday, got some cocoa powder because I actually ran out of it last time. Hello, if you are just joining. Hello, hello. I am currently making some red velvet cookies, if you can tell by the title. I always forget if the title actually like pops up near the bottom of the live stream or not, because I don't really watch many live streams, but if not, I feel like YouTube should really make that change. Oh my gosh, this cocoa powder smells so good. And we need a tablespoon. I saw someone in the comments said that almond flour is not actually healthy, and I don't know, because I just wanted to give it a shot. That's why I got a small bag of it. But maybe it isn't healthy. We're just gonna try it out though. Let's see, 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. Okay. That's like 1 tablespoon. But yeah, we're doing all the dry ingredients first. And this should make around 12 cookies, by the way. I wish I could give you guys some. That would be so cool if I could. Unfortunately, I cannot. But maybe one day we'll have like a little meet and greet type of thing. But yeah, I thought that honestly, cherries kind of go well with chocolate. At least to me, I like cherries and chocolate. Always have. I don't know if everyone does, but that's why another reason why I kind of wanted to try it out. I'm doing red velvet cookies for anyone just joining. Okay, so we added the cocoa powder. Now we've got to do the baking soda and baking powder. I never understand why we need to add both of them for a lot of recipes, but I do have both, so let's just go ahead and do it. We're gonna do, let's see, a 1/4 teaspoon of both. So here's the powder. And I love this like little PNC Bank teaspoon, tablespoon thing. It is so helpful, so I don't need like a billion like little spoons, you know? Kind of random, but just thought I'd point it out. Okay. We're gonna use this side. How's everyone's Sunday going? Are we excited for the new week ahead? Is anyone like celebrating Easter maybe? I know that's next week, but just thought I'd ask. I'm excited for Easter for sure. And I feel like once Easter comes, it's kind of a sign that we're actually officially in spring. Like I know spring started, I think it was last week, but the weather here where I live is just not feeling springy, you know? It's still like in the 50s. Okay. Gonna add a little bit of baking powder now. This box is not really made that well because I can't even get it out. But, okay. There we go. And I'm gonna try to answer as many of your comments as possible, but it's kind of hard to multitask. Okay, let's take a little break. Oh, do you guys want to see what it looks like so far? That's what it looks like. Yum. Okay. I'm making red velvet chocolate chip cookies in case anyone just joined. Yeah. Yeah, 50 degrees is better than 30 or 20, I will say. I'm very excited that it is slightly warming up a little bit. All right, now we gotta do a little bit of salt. I feel like so many recipes just say a pinch of salt. I actually forgot to get the salt, so let's go get it together. But we're just going to add This is the salt container that I have, so it says to do a 1/4 teaspoon as well. This comes out so fast though, so let's just try. There we go. That works. Should I do a poll? I feel like I should do a poll. That always makes it more fun. Poll ideas. Okay. Let's see. How do I do a poll? If you guys have any poll suggestions, please make them appropriate. Maybe I'll do one of your suggestions. Okay, so we added in the salt. Also, I realized after reading the recipe that it says to chill the cookie dough before actually like baking it in the oven. So I think we're gonna do that for a good 2 hours. But yeah. Okay. 1/4 cup of butter softened. So I'm gonna pop this in the microwave real quick, and I never know how long to do it for though because I always melt it. It is so annoying. But it has been sitting here for a good like 5 minutes. Before we put that in though, we also have to do the sugar. We have the sugar right here. I think this is actually called organic cane sugar, and it's much better than that like typical refined sugar. So, oh, thank you. Any relation to Angelina Jolie? No, no. My last name is actually not Jolie, by the way. So, yeah. Alright, so I popped that in there for 15 seconds. We're going to preheat the ovens because it's also kind of lunchtime right now, so kind of multitasking. But let's do... Okay, preheated the ovens. If you're just joining, welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining. Hope you're having a great day. I'm making some red velvet cookies currently. I kind of want to show you what's inside, but I don't want it to spill everywhere. Let's go get the butter though. Okay. Wow, what is going on in the chat? I feel like there's so many comments. Okay. The sun reflection looks like you're in Michigan. Interesting. I don't know how you can tell that. I'm not in Michigan, actually, but... alright. This is a little bit softened. I'm gonna add in butter. Actually, I don't even think it's softened enough, but I just already added it in, so... Maybe it'll get a little softer. But we do actually have to, like, mix everything together, so there is that. Let's go ahead and add in the sugar. It says to add in 1/2 cup of sugar. I always try to add a little bit less sugar because I find that it's not necessary to add the whole thing, but I'll try to add about half. Okay. Don't want to cross-contaminate anything. Sugar going in. I feel like that was a lot, but that was about 1/2. Okay, and then the recipe also says sour cream as well. I've never actually heard of cookies involving sour cream, but we will add that because it does say to add it. And it also says to do an egg, so we'll do that as well. Technically I should be doing only half of this, but you can't really do half an egg. I'm gonna go ahead and try to mix together the dry ingredients a little bit. I know I already added in the butter as well. You know what? It's okay. We're just gonna add everything into the big bowl. I feel like it's fine if we do it that way. Okay. I'm gonna have to wash my hands though because I can never crack an egg cleanly, so give me a sec. All right, I'm back. So we did the egg. Now we're going to do 3 tablespoons of sour cream. So I'm going to use my tablespoon thing right here. I always love to use Daisy sour cream. It's definitely the best brand. Okay. Nothing's coming out. That's 1. 2. What do you guys like to bake the most? Do I have any bakers in the chat? Let's see. What's cooking? I'm currently baking some red velvet chocolate chip cookies. First time I'm actually trying out this cookie recipe. Whoa. Oh my gosh, this is going everywhere. Ah, why is it going everywhere? It literally got all over me. That's so annoying. Do you have any plans to make Easter candy or cakes? Ooh, that's a good question. Thank you. That's actually a good idea. I actually haven't thought about what to make for Easter, but since I tend to make things every couple of weeks, maybe I'll do something special for Easter. It'll definitely have like pastel colors, because I feel like that is just Easter in a nutshell. But if you guys have any suggestions on what I should do, let me know. Okay. Maybe I should do like an Easter egg shaped something, or like a bunny shaped thing, I don't know. But it definitely has to involve chocolate, I feel like. Trying to get the rest of this out. Alright. Strawberry cake. Chocolate macadamia nuts. Ooh, that sounds good. Okay, I think that was 3. Hope so. 3 tablespoons. Now we're going to do a half tablespoon of the cherry juice here. I want to use this super sparingly, but we're going to shake it up first. What if I donate 50? Oh my gosh, that would be crazy. Why is everyone asking that question? Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot I was trying to do a poll. I always try to do like a baking related poll on these baking live streams. So, wait. That does not smell like cherry. Okay, let's do a poll though. I'm gonna just ask, are you excited for Easter? Because that is what's coming up. Okay, let's start it. I'm so excited for Easter. Okay, now we're going to do half tablespoon, which is on, wait, I don't have a half tablespoon, really? Guess I'm just gonna have to measure it out. That's about a half, I think, so I don't know if that's actually gonna add any red, but we're just gonna try. Because I heard that the cherry juice isn't concentrated enough, so we'll add that much at first, and then we'll see if I need to add any more, depending on the consistency of the cookie dough. And then finally, I just have to do half teaspoon of vanilla extract, just to add, I guess, a little bit of taste to it. So that's the last ingredient, and then I'll show you guys everything in the big bowl. And that is on the opposite side. Whoa, that was a little much. Oops. Ooh, we're getting some votes. Most of you guys are saying yes, which is so great to hear. What is that? This is, here, I'll show you the bowl. Here's what it looks like so far. It's unmixed. It's red velvet cookies, and I have to remember to add the chocolate chips as well because like chocolate chips are the best part. But we're gonna go ahead and mix this. I think first what I'm gonna do, since the butter is like not completely melted, in case you're just joining, by the way, hello, welcome, thanks for joining. I'm baking some cookies, red velvet cookies. So yeah, super fun. I do live streams like this every couple of weeks, baking something new. So if that's something that you like, make sure to subscribe. But we're gonna go ahead and get the whisk. Let's see. I don't know if this one is good. This one's like a rubber one. We're gonna try to get, whoa. I'll get this one instead. Got the whisk. Okay. Ooh, it's almost your birthday. Happy early birthday. Alright. I also got out my handheld mixer, so if I need that as well, we might use that. But for now, we're going to just try to mix it. I feel like mixing it just takes the longest. You know, I should also ask you guys, what is your favorite type of cookie? Okay. I almost feel like there's not enough liquid in here, but then again, it is just going to be cookie dough, so. Let's try. So actually, I might be able to add a little bit more of the cherry juice. Guys, I think I should have mixed all of the wet ingredients separately from the dry ingredients, but oh well, the damage has been done. Ooh, okay, wait, people are actually answering the favorite cookies question. Yeah, let me show you the bowl. That's the bowl. I'm sorry I can't hold it like this the whole time. I currently don't have a tripod, so I'm not really able to do that, but you can kind of still see it when I show it to you. But let me see what people are saying for their favorite cookies. Chocolate chip, white chocolate chip, oatmeal, raisin. Okay. No, I am not their daughter. How is college doing? Thanks for asking. It's going pretty well. I actually have 2 exams tomorrow, so wish me luck on those. One's for organic chemistry and the other one is for a biology class, like an anatomy class. So yeah, it should be pretty okay. I don't know. We'll see. But it's kind of annoying because I have to do that on top of a full day of classes, so I'm not going to have much time to study tomorrow. This is like a nice study break though, because I have been studying a lot for them. I think I was supposed to make the butter a little bit more soft, but we're just going to keep mixing it until it turns into a dough. Sugar cookies. Okay, everyone is saying a bunch of different cookies. Yeah, honestly, this is looking way more brown than red, so I think I'm going to add, I don't know, I'm actually a little scared to add more, to be honest. Maybe I should just add a tinge of red food coloring though, because I knew I said I wouldn't, but I think at this point, this is not looking like red velvet. So maybe we'll just do that. And also, I think I'm going to switch out of the whisk because, look at this, it's literally all in here. Oh, thank you so much for subscribing, I really appreciate it. Ooh, I got a gift. Nice, thank you. I'm making red velvet cookies. I know it doesn't look red right now, but it will. Just wait. A fit check. Sure. Why not? It's super basic what I'm wearing right now, but as you can see, I have this little necklace. This is actually from one of my sponsorships, so yeah. And then I have these earrings. They're just like little silver hoops. This is just like a black shirt, because like on Sundays I don't really try in terms of a fit. And then I just have these like tan colored G for Free pants on, and if you're wondering like what is G for free, it's just an Amazon brand, but yeah, they're just like wide leg pants. That's literally it. Yeah. Knead it with your hands. I know I would, but it's way too sticky right now. I have to like, I'm gonna use one of those, what's it called? Like that, I don't even know. One of these. This is what I meant. Instead of the whisk, because I feel like the whisk is not really working out so well. So let's get all of this out first. Yeah, I will probably, I don't know, I think for this cookie recipe, instead of doing it like sugar cookies where you can cut it out and make a huge ball of like dough, I'm just gonna probably roll everything into little like smaller dough balls, and then I'm going to put them on the baking tray. But this is so tedious. If you're working with cookies, do not use a whisk. This was a big mistake. I don't know why I did this. Now I'm going to end up wasting some of the dough. Okay, but I got the majority of it out, so that's nice. Alright, I think that's the best I can do. Now let's go ahead and use this thing. Ooh, are G for free pants true to size? I'm just buying one. Yeah, they actually are. I'm wearing size small right now. I think the only pair of G for free pants that I got that was not true to size was the ones with like the fleece lining on the inside. Those were a little bit big for me when I got a size small, so I think size down on those. But then for the rest of them, yeah, they're really good. And I really enjoy how they have different like length sizes as well, because I'm 5'7½", so I obviously can't wear like a 28-inch inseam. But I think they have like 28, 31, and 33, so that's really nice that they have a bunch of different options. Okay, this is what the dough is looking like right now. As you can see, there's a bunch of little butter pieces everywhere, and I think it's because I didn't melt the butter enough, to be honest. But if you guys have any suggestions of what I should do about that, maybe let me know. I think I might try to use the stand mixer, but at the same time it's just going to turn out to be like the whisk thing all over again. So I might just try to keep using this and mix it all together. If it doesn't end up like mixing in, then I could always just cook it, and I'm sure the butter will melt. So we'll have to see. But as you can see, these are not looking like red velvet. It's so annoying. So I actually got a little bit of red food coloring right here. We're just going to add 1 drop to start. Okay, 1 drop. Ooh, hello from Michigan. That's super cool. Where did you get that sweater? It's actually not a sweater. It's just like a top. I think I got it from, oh my god, I don't even remember where I got this from. No, I think it was from Kohl's. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay, let's try to see if this food coloring works. I highly doubt 1 drop is going to do the trick, but we'll see. As long as it just has like a bit of a red tint, I think that's all that matters. Like, I don't want to just make the whole thing filled with food coloring because no one wants to eat that. But I don't know, it almost looks like this might need more flour. It's super sticky. But like I said, I do have to refill my flour container, so I just don't have that right now. Guys, the chunks of butter are still in there. Look at that. Look at all the white chunks. Ugh! So annoying. add some seasonings. This is cookies, guys. I don't know about adding seasoning, but we'll add one more drop of the red food coloring. Okay. Just to give it that red velvet tinge, because honestly, red velvet, I hate when the red velvet cakes that you buy at stores are just like that super artificial bright red, you know? Like, that just screams vanilla cake with red food coloring, and I just don't like that at all. But yeah, this almost looks a little bit too sticky, so I think what I'm gonna do is add a tiny bit more flour. But I do want to use all-purpose flour, because if I use almond flour, more of that, I feel like it won't rise as much. So again, that's what it's looking like so far. Still some butter chunks in there. Red velvet cookies is what I'm making. Okay, sure. Shout out to donkey_123, I think is your name. But yeah. Okay. I have to go find the flour now, so I guess. Or my mom said that she might be able to do it because she's also making some lunch right now. But sure. I'm just going to keep mixing this. I can also get out the saran wrap while I'm here, because I do have to chill it. Because I heard if you chill it before you bake it, it actually makes the cookies like less flat when it comes out. So if that's true, that'd be great. Because I don't like really thin cookies. I don't know if other people do, but I prefer having cookies that are like not too thick, not like a cake, but you know, thick enough where it's not just like that thin. Okay. Let's see, what can I do in the meantime? Can't really do much in the meantime, to be honest. I can put away the food coloring. I got this food coloring literally years ago. I don't know how we still have it. I think I actually got it for slime. Like, did any of you guys used to play with slime? Because that was great for slime. I'm going to try to keep mixing this. I think also because I cut the recipe in half, but I wasn't able to only put half an egg in here. I think that's another reason why it's a little bit sticky still. But I added in a teeny tiny bit of it, and it said to add in 1/8 of the other type of flour, so I'm going to use my half cup thing right here and just scoop a little bit. Thank you. We're going to try like that much more. I don't want to make this too flour filled. Okay. Perfect. And we're almost done. Oh yeah, that's getting better for sure. And unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to show you guys when they're done, but make sure if you do want to see the final product, subscribe if you'd like to. I do lifestyle content, college content, so then you'll be notified when I post the YouTube short of the finished cookies. That's how they're looking. They're still pretty brown, but I'm just hoping like once I bake them, they'll turn into red, but I doubt it. It's okay. Chocolate cookies are still kind of cool. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot the chocolate chips. Really quickly before we add it to the fridge, let's go ahead and add in some chocolate chips. These are 60% dark chocolate chips. I should add a poll that says dark chocolate or milk chocolate, because sorry, it's so loud. Oh my gosh. Because I love dark chocolate so much. Okay, we're gonna add in like that much. I don't really ever measure it. I just kind of put it in there. That's what it looks like. So we're gonna mix that up. Then we're going to wrap it with some saran wrap and then stick it in the fridge for 2 hours. That's the plan. And that will give the butter a chance to harden. Oh. Of course I'm going to add more chocolate chips on top too, because who wouldn't do that? Okay, I think that's pretty good. Still a little bit sticky. But I don't want to like divert from the recipe too much. So yeah, that's what it looks like. So yeah, make sure to come back and see the YouTube short that I'll post a little bit later. I promise that I will post it once they are completely done. But thank you guys so much for joining for this live stream. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate all of the support and everything. And hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Yeah, I did add sugar. I added some organic cane sugar. Yeah. But thanks for watching. Sorry if you're just joining. I'm actually ending the live stream right now. But I'll see you guys in another week or two for another live stream. Bye! Subscribe to see the cookies.